There are players who are great, and then there are players who redefine greatness. Ronaldinho belonged to the latter. He wasn't just a footballer, he was a magician with a ball at his feet, someone who made the impossible look effortless and left millions of fans mesmerized. In his prime, he was universally regarded as the best player on the planet. A man whose every touch brought joy, whose every move embodied the true meaning of joga, bonito, the beautiful game. But just as spectacular as his rise was the speed of his fall. This is the story of Ronaldinho, from the streets of Porto Alegre to the heights of world football, the glory, the decline, and the eternal smile that defined him. Ronaldinho was born Ronaldo de Assis Moreira on March 21, 1980 in Porto Alegre, Brazil. His childhood was marked by joy, struggle, and tragedy. Growing up in Vila Nova, a working-class neighborhood, Ronaldinho was surrounded by football from the start. His father, João, worked at a shipyard and also played amateur football, instilling in his sons a deep love for the game. His mother, Dona Miguelina, worked tirelessly to support the family. When Ronaldinho was 8 years old, tragedy struck. His father suffered a fatal heart attack while relaxing in his family home in the swimming pool. It was a devastating blow for the young boy. "I lost my father so early," Ronaldinho later reflected, "but I promised myself I would make him proud every time I touched a football." That promise became the silent motivation behind his dazzling career. The streets of Porto Alegre was his first stadium. Playing barefoot on uneven asphalt, using anything as makeshift goals, Ronaldinho developed extraordinary control and improvisation. He learned to dribble past older kids, escape tackles with tricks, and entertaining onlookers with a style that was pure joy. By age 13, he had scored 23 goals in a single youth match, a local record that instantly made him a sensation. The rise at Grêmio. Ronaldinho's first professional chapter began with Grêmio, one of Porto Alegre's iconic clubs. He joined their youth academy and quickly rose through the ranks. Making his senior debut in 1998, fans immediately noticed something different about him. Fearless creativity, the elastic dribbles, and the wide smile that never left his face. His breakthrough moment came in 1999 in fiercely contested Greenhill derby against Internacional. Facing legendary midfield Dunga, Ronaldinho executed a nutmeg and an audacious run that humiliated the veteran and announced his arrival to the wider football world. That performance turned him from a promising youngster into a national talking point. Not long after, the Brazilian national team came calling. Ronaldinho debuted for Brazil in 1999 during the Copa America and scored twice in his first game at just 18 years old. The boy from Porto Alegre had gone from street baller to international star, and Europe was watching closely. Paris Saint-Germain and the World Cup triumph. In 2001, Ronaldinho took his talents to Europe. Signing with Paris Saint-Germain, the French capital embraced him instantly. His brand of football, rainbow flicks, no-look passes, elastico dribbles felt like art. He brought the streets to the stadium. Teammate Nicolas Anelka recalled, "We never knew what he would do next." But brilliance came with controversy. Ronaldinho loved Paris off the pitch as much as on it. His nightlife escapades became infamous. Missed training sessions, late arrivals, tension with coaches followed him. Yet come match day, he always delivered something unforgettable. The defining chapter of his early career arrived in 2002. The FIFA World Cup in South Korea and Japan, playing alongside Ronaldo and Rivaldo. Ronaldinho formed part of Brazil's legendary attacking trio. In the quarter-final against England, he produced a moment of pure genius, a looping free kick from 40 yards that soared over the goalkeeper David Seaman. Brazil won 2-1 and eventually claimed their 5th World Cup. That summer, the world truly met Ronaldinho. Barcelona, the peak of magic. By 2003, Europe's biggest clubs were desperate for Ronaldinho. Barcelona won the race for his signature and proved transformational at the time. Barcelona was struggling, trophyless and in turmoil. Ronaldinho became the beacon of hope. From his very first match, he electrified the Camp Nou. His dribbling defied logic. His passes cut through defenses like a knife. His free kicks were works of art when Ronaldinho was on the pitch. Teammate Xavi once said, "Football is something else. He makes you fall in love with the game again." Under coach Frank Rijkaard, Barcelona built the team around Ronaldinho. The results were spectacular. In 2004 and 2005, Barca won back-to-back La Liga titles. In 2005, Ronaldinho claimed both the FIFA World Player of the Year award and the Ballon d'Or, officially recognized as the planet's best footballer. Beyond trophies, it was singular moments that defied him, none more. So then, November 19th, 2005, at the Santiago Bernabeu, facing eternal rivals Real Madrid, Ronaldinho scored twice in a display so dazzling that Madrid fans known for their fierce loyalty stood up and applauded him. It was almost an unthinkable act of respect in football's fiercest rivalry. "I've never seen anything like it," Barcelona captain Carlos Puyol said. "The Bernabeu applauding a Barca player." That was Ronaldinho. Champions League glory and global icon status. The 2005 and 2006 season marked the absolute zenith of Ronaldinho's career. Barcelona not only dominated Spain, but also conquered Europe. Ronaldinho orchestrated Barca's run to the UEFA Champions League final, mesmerizing defenses with his flair and vision. In the knockout stages against Chelsea and AC Milan, he produced assists and goals that defied explanation. Moments where he seemed to bend time and space. In the final against Arsenal, Ronaldinho's creativity dictated the pace. Though he didn't score, his influence was undeniable as Barcelona lifted their first European Cup in over a decade. At 26, Ronaldinho stood on top of the footballing world, adored by millions, idolized by children, and feared by defenders. He was named FIFA World Player of the Year for the second consecutive time, joining the ranks of legends like Ronaldo Nazario and Zinedine Zidane. Beyond the pitch, Ronaldinho had become a cultural phenomenon. His signature no-look passes, sombre-inspired celebrations, and playful demeanor transcended the sport. Kids everywhere tried to mimic his favorite elastico dribble. Nike's viral crossbar challenge ad where he juggled the ball and hit the bar repeatedly without touching the ground, becoming one of the first football videos to break the internet. The world had fallen in love with Ronaldinho's magic. The beginning of the decline. But at the very peak came the first cracks. Fame, wealth, and constant adoration brought temptations. Ronaldinho loved nightlife, parties, and living freely. The same carefree spirit that made him joyous on the pitch often clashed with the discipline required to stay at the top. By 2007, whispers of declining fitness began. Training habits slipped, late nights grew frequent, and injuries started creeping in. Barcelona, meanwhile, was evolving. A teenage Lionel Messi was emerging, hungry and determined to make his mark. As Messi rose, Ronaldinho's influence gradually waned. By 2008, his performances were inconsistent, and tensions with management mounted. Fans who once adored him now questioned his commitment. The unthinkable happened. Ronaldinho left Barcelona, AC Milan, and flickers of brilliance. Ronaldinho signed for AC Milan in 2008, joining a squad filled with stars like Paolo Maldini and Kaká. His arrival in Italy was met with huge excitement, but the magic was fleeting. There were moments, brilliant free kicks, audacious assists, dazzling dribbles, but they came less frequently. His fitness issues persisted, and Serie A's tactical rigors exposed his declining pace. Still, Milan witnessed glimpses of the old Ronaldinho. In the 2009 to 2010 season, he notched double figures in goals and assists, helping Milan compete at the top of the league. Yet, by 2011, at just 30 years old, his European adventure ended. The magician who once ruled football's grandest stages quietly returned to Brazil. Returning to Brazil and the waning years back home, Ronaldinho signed with Flamengo, then at Atlético Mineiro. To everyone's surprise, he experienced a renaissance. In 2013, he inspired the club to its first ever Copa Libertadores title, South America's equivalent of the Champions League. His leadership and moments of genius, especially a stunning free kick in the semi-finals, reignited his legend. However, consistency remained elusive. As he entered his mid-30s, Ronaldinho became a journeyman, playing brief spells in Mexico and even contemplating retirement multiple times. His final professional matches came in 2015, marking the quiet end of a career that once had lit up the world. Legal troubles and public challenges. Retirement didn't bring peace. Ronaldinho's personal life made headlines for the wrong reasons: financial mismanagement, unpaid taxes, and legal disputes over property tarnished his image. In 2020, he faced his lowest moment, arrested in Paraguay for entering the country with a fake passport. The news stunned the football world for over a month. The once great icon sat in prison before being released under house arrest. While Ronaldinho later described the ordeal as a misunderstanding, it symbolized the chaotic post-football chapter of his life. Fans who remembered the smiling genius were saddened to see him entangled in controversy. Despite the fall, Ronaldo's legacy remains untarnished in one crucial aspect: joy. He reminded the world that football at its core is about happiness, creativity, and freedom. He didn't just win matches, he inspired a generation to love the game. His influence can be seen in today's stars: Neymar, Vinicius Jr., and even Lionel Messi, who once said, "Ronaldinho helped me adapt to Barcelona. He made everything easier." He's one of the greatest ever coaches, and players still use highlights to teach improvisation and flair. Fans still smile when they see no-look passes or watch him dance past defenders with the ball glued to his foot. Why Ronaldinho was so good in his prime? Ronaldinho's peak combined technical mastery, creativity, and unpredictability. His first touch was velvet. His dribbling hypnotized opponents. Ronaldinho's peak remains one of the most magical eras in football history. Even after all this time, we haven't seen anything like him since. He was a once-in-a-lifetime, generational talent. I mean, come on, he would cushion the ball as if it belonged to him. Defenders dreaded facing him because his dribbling wasn't just skillful, it was hypnotic. He moved with freedom that felt effortless, beating opponents not just physically but mentally, making them second-guess every step beyond the tricks. Ronaldinho possessed extraordinary vision. He didn't just see obvious passes, he saw possibilities others couldn't imagine. No-look passes, audacious back heels, and perfectly timed through balls became routine for him. His creativity unlocked defenses that were otherwise impossible to break, and his flair inspired teammates while demoralizing rivals. During his prime at Barcelona, Ronaldinho wasn't just an entertainer. He was the team's heartbeat. He controlled the tempo of the games, orchestrated attacks, and delivered in the biggest moments. From El Clasico masterpieces to Champions League glory, his 2005 Ballon d'Or win, and the standing ovation he earned at the Santiago Bernabeu remain testament to his greatness. Few players in history have balanced artistry and effectiveness like Ronaldinho. He didn't just play football, he transformed it, making every touch feel like magic. Yet, Ronaldinho's career is also a cautionary tale. Talent alone isn't enough at the top level. His decline revealed how fame and lifestyle can erode even the brightest stars. Without strict discipline, the same qualities that made him special, his freedom, his joy, become vulnerabilities. Football's physical demands evolved, requiring constant fitness and focus. Ronaldinho, for all his genius, couldn't sustain it. And so, by 30, he faded from Europe's elite, leaving fans wondering what might have been if his prime had lasted longer. Ronaldinho's story is one of contradictions: breathtaking brilliance, heartbreaking decline, unmatched joy, and painful regret. He rose from Porto Alegre's dusty streets to conquer the football world, thrilling fans with moments they'll never ever forget. Even after the trophies faded and controversies mounted, one thing endured: the smile. To this day, Ronaldinho remains one of football's purest expressions of joy. His highlights are timeless, his influence immeasurable. Long after debates about GOATs fade, one memory will endure: a Brazilian magician playing with a smile, reminding the world why we fell in love with football in the first place. He was a lot of people's personal GOAT, and for good reason. He was a magician. He was the football legend who played like no one else. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for future content. Thanks for watching.